You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas. A winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, where presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small.
To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com. Want to access your weather at any time? Search for the Weather Network in your TV app store and access your weather today.
On day one of 2024, the most powerful earthquake of the year hit Japan's Ishikawa prefecture. It triggered deadly landslides and the first tsunami wave in Japan since 2011's terrible disaster. Heat was a major theme across the globe in 2024, and it began in the winter. Ski resorts in the mountains of Italy, France, and parts of Central Europe were snowless in February as spring-like temperatures were felt even at high altitudes. 1 month later, the world experienced its warmest March on record, the 10th month in a row to do so. The heat was felt in countless places globally, including in Death Valley, California, which nearly recorded a new heat record for Earth. Although the all-time record wasn't broken, Death Valley did record its hottest average July and hottest average summer. Where there's heat, there's drought. Low water levels on the Amazon River cut off remote communities upstream in September after an exceptionally dry season. The world's largest tropical wetland, also in the Amazon, was likened to a desert as unprecedented fires roared over the parched landscape. An intense heat dome in May nearly caused Mexico City, the most populous city in North America, to run out of water. The heat was devastating for an array of wildlife in Mexico, including scores of fish whose habitat disappeared. The fish didn't fare much better with floods, which dominated extreme weather in 2024. In Greece, it was the receding of a flood that led to millions of freshwater fish being sent to the ocean where they couldn't survive. The overwhelming stench of rot drove away tourists and crippled the local economy. Brazil's Rio Grande do Sul region saw its worst flooding in 80 years this spring due to relentless rainfall that led to nearly 200 deaths. The nations of Yemen and the UAE both experienced incredible rainfall events in 2024, creating powerful torrents over the normally arid landscapes. The UAE received record rainfall with nearly 260 millimeters measured on April 16th. Another desert region, the Sahara, also received a rare heavy rainfall event in early autumn, after which new lakes dotted the landscape that will likely take years to dry up. Not far away, the Mediterranean Sea created a DANA system in October over Valencia, Spain. Over a year's worth of rain fell on the highly populated region in a single day. It was the deadliest natural disaster in Spain's history. Tropical storms in the Pacific had the Philippines in their crosshairs. Between October 22nd and November 17th, the country was hit by 6 tropical storms, 5 of them powerful enough to reach typhoon status. The barrage of storms was unprecedented in the country, which sees about 20 tropical storms annually. A number of high-impact storms hit the Gulf of Mexico and U.S., but it was Hurricane Helene that had the most shocking impact. Helene stalled over the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, dropping more than 700 millimeters of rain. All that water funneled into rivers that became overwhelmed almost instantly. Destructive flash floods and landslides wiped entire communities off the map. It was the deadliest hurricane to hit the U.S. since Katrina in 2005.
Holy.
While the weather here on Earth was rough in 2024, up in the skies there were tranquil celestial events to enjoy. The sun was at peak activity in its solar cycle in 2024, which means an increase in solar flares. The northern lights were powerful enough to be seen much further from the poles than normal. Big events in May, August, and October will likely be repeated before the sun's activity calms down in the years to come. Lastly, a total solar eclipse wowed millions across North America on April 8th. Total solar eclipses happen every year or two somewhere on Earth, but rarely do they occur over such a heavily populated stretch of land. The 2024 solar eclipse stretched from western Mexico to Newfoundland.
Looking for help on our weather products and services? We've got you covered with our Help Center.
Sarah, you've got this, okay?
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon wardrobe. You can be the outcast, to be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to say what you want to say.
But they lost.
Not really. Not where it counts.
Playful white beluga whales are known as the canaries of the sea because of their unique vocalizations.
Belugas are opportunistic and cooperative hunters.
Cousin to the narwhal, they are found in Canada's coastal Arctic and subarctic waters and in the south in the St. Lawrence estuary. Climate change, industrial noise, and pollution all pose a threat to this incredible creature.
With responsible stewardship, beluga whales will continue to grace our northern waters.
To learn more, visit hww.ca.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area. To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
We now offer 6 different layers on our map, such as radar, temperature, and highway conditions. Try them out today.
On this force of nature, avalanche warnings in Utah. An intense wildfire scorched more than 1,800 hectares in Argentina's Nahuel Huape National Park, located in the Patagonia region, by December 30th. More than 100 fire personnel have been battling the blaze since December 25th. Parts of the Sahara Desert in Algeria was covered in a layer of frost on December 29th as the region unusually witnessed freezing temperatures. Footage captured shows the icy patterns of the Sahara dunes. And a winter storm in the mountains outside of Salt Lake City, Utah caused dangerous road conditions and prompted avalanche warnings on Monday, December 30th. According to the Department of Transportation, traction devices were required for all vehicles traveling in the canyon. I have to think that frost in the Sahara Desert is some kind of record. It breaks a record of some kind. And 2024 was a year of record breaking. In fact, check out our year in review of broken records in 2024.
2024 was a blockbuster year as long-time records felt like dominoes. Here are the top 5 weather records that were set in Canada this past year. It was the wettest year ever in Toronto, breaking not a daily, not a monthly record, but an all-time yearly precipitation record with more than 1,050 millimeters of rain inundating the 6. Nearly half of that came down in torrential downpours in what was Toronto's wettest summer on record. A related honorable mention goes to Montreal, who saw their wettest day ever on August the 9th. Record-breaking heat dominated 2024. Edmonton and Calgary both saw their hottest July ever. Osoyoos, BC earned the dubious distinction of the longest 35-degree heat streak in Canada, with 18 days of back-to-back sweltering weather. It was also the same atmospheric pattern that saw areas north of the Arctic Circle reach 35 degrees and claim some of their hottest all-time temps. Meanwhile, both June and November were wet and gloomy months on the Avalon. Our next top record is the parade of low-pressure systems that brought those months the title for the rainiest ever in St. John's, with more than 200 millimeters coming down in June, smashing a record from the late 1800s, and 326 millimeters in November, setting a new wet record for that month. The winter months of 2024 were particularly toasty around the Great Lakes, so much so that record low ice coverage was recorded in February. Just under 3% of the lakes were frozen by mid-February. These stats came along with the warmest winter ever recorded in Toronto. That wasn't the case in Nova Scotia in early February, the epic snowstorm that gave Sydney, Nova Scotia both its largest 2- and 3-day snowfall events on record, with a whopping 95 centimeters recorded in total from data going back to the late 1800s.
Get personalized weather recommendations for your favorite outdoor activities or your special day. Just ask your weather assistant.
I like the quietness. I like the remoteness. I like the fact that, especially during COVID, like at this period in time, we could still enjoy outdoor activities, go on the land. In the summertime, go kayaking, fishing, spend a lot of time outside.
But Frank says that being able to spend time with his family is his favorite thing about living in the North. When it comes to why he suffers in frigid temperatures to take a photo, he explains it's one magic thing.
The light. Nunavut has incredible light, especially this time of year. The light is just so soft.
And when I bring up the Aurora Borealis.
People ask me if you ever get sick of it. No. Every time I see it, every time I get a chance to photograph it, I'm always in awe because there's always something different.
If you love sharing your photos and videos, you can be on Candid Closeup. Just get it.
You're an elite talent, always ready to shine. You can visualize greatness because you're built different. Kathy. You too, Alex. Get a full view of your business all in one place with Intuit QuickBooks.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
The Woodland Cree of Northern Alberta have names for 6 seasons through the year. The additional 2 include Freeze Up, Miigasa, and Break Up, Minoskamin.